Why did The Last of Us Season 2 see a dip in ratings? A comprehensive analysis and fan feedback. The first season of The Last of Us, which aired on HBO and was based on the PlayStation game set in a post-apocalyptic world, was nothing short of a huge hit. When it launched in 2023, the show attracted a record-breaking audience and became the second biggest series debut for HBO since 2010. It quickly garnered a dedicated following, with viewership numbers climbing as weeks went by. However, the second season experienced a different trend. While it remained well-received and popular among fans, as per Nielsen's data, the 7 episodes of Season 2 didn't quite match the massive ratings of the first season. Interestingly, although the second season initially started off strong, by the 4th and 5th episodes, viewer numbers had dropped below any episode from the first season. Nielsen reported a weekly viewership trend from 805 million minutes during the premiere week to 937 million, then down to 872, 738, and finally 745 million minutes. Overall, the second season saw an average drop of about 18% in viewers compared to the first 5 episodes of the debut season. Many TV shows, of course, experience a decline in their second season. But with The Last of Us, the potential for audience growth seemed very promising. The show had gained a significant Emmy-winning reputation and had 2 years to build its fan base. The teasers for the new season were impressive, and reviews were favorable, if slightly less stellar than for the first season. HBO invested heavily in marketing, and many other HBO dramas have successfully grown in audience after their debut seasons. So, why didn't this happen as expected for The Last of Us Season 2? One notable shift was the storyline. The abrupt and shocking departure of the beloved character Joel, played by Pedro Pascal, in the second episode left many fans reeling. The narrative then pivoted to focus on Ellie, Bella Ramsey, and her quest for revenge, which some suggest didn't resonate with all viewers. There has been some criticism of Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie, especially in light of Joel's absence. Still, it would be premature to pin the ratings slump solely on this change, especially considering the strength of evidence to the contrary, which we'll explore. Comparisons have been drawn to Game of Thrones, which also faced challenges in its later seasons. Some fans believe that Thrones struggled narratively after showrunners ran out of books to adapt. It raises the question, does The Last of Us face inherent storytelling challenges as it moves beyond the original plot of the first game/season? The narrative takes a bold turn, moving from a survivor duo's journey in a harsh world to a darker tale of revenge, which might not resonate with everyone. Sales figures for The Last of Us games also offer insight. The first game, inspiring the initial season, sold over 20 million copies, whereas the second game, which led to stark divisions among gamers, sold more than 10 million copies. Despite both games featuring the same beloved character Ellie, voiced by Ashley Johnson, who was well received, it seems unfair to solely attribute the second season's ratings dip to casting choices. Some argue that the show could have taken more creative liberties rather than sticking faithfully to the game's storyline. However, any departure from the original could spark criticism, a challenge in adapting beloved material. The end of the first season provided a conclusive resolution, which might explain the drop in viewership. With Joel and Ellie finding safety and peace, many viewers might have felt that the story reached a natural conclusion, making a second season a new and perhaps unwelcome disruption to their sense of closure. Despite these challenges, from HBO's perspective, The Last of Us remains a success. Viewers are expected to eagerly await the third season, and both seasons are likely to amass over 30 million views per episode in time. The evolving reaction of the audience highlights the complexities of adapting cherished stories and shows how some narratives unravel in ways that might not appeal to everyone.